Hello, this is Dr. Ross. I want to talk a little bit about scales and how if you play any three notes, you can define those three notes as creating the beginning of either a major scale or a minor scale. And with the major scale, there's only one way, two whole steps. So if you start in front of a piano, so if I play in D major, two whole steps, that's the beginnings of a major tonality. And the key, that would be if you think about a house having a front door, D major, the front door is the first room, or the first door is in D major. If you start on the second scale degree, I think of that as E minor. What is it? It's a whole step plus a half step, which equals the sum of a whole step plus a half step is 1.5 steps. Well, there's two ways to equal that sum. You could either do 1 plus a half or a half plus 1. And if you start on the third scale degree of the D major scale, or any major scale for that matter, you start with a half step plus a whole. The sum of a half plus a whole is 1.5, so you have a minor scale beginning, but it's a different minor. So this is the darker minor, which, if you know your modes, they're called Ionian for major. And if you start on the second scale degree, you begin the mode that's known as Dorian, which is the same pattern as the mode that's called Aeolian, which is a whole step plus a half step. So once again, major is two whole steps. Minor is 1.5 steps. So whole step plus a half step is E minor. And to get there a different way, F sharp minor is going to be the inversion of that. It's going to be half step, whole step, which is still a minor interval between the first and third note of that scale starting on F sharp. So if you do that on the violin, let's find our D. Let's do third position on the second finger and think about it, two whole steps. And we can think about it ascending and descending. So that was ascending and then descending. D major, and D major going down. E minor. Next one is F sharp minor, half step plus a whole. Beyond the theory of how that works, you learn to feel and measure the distance between what it's like to play in tune a major third versus a minor third. And if you watched the previous video, you can look forward to where I talk about preparing, this was a 2-octave D major scale. You can prepare the finger that's coming on the next string while you have the previous finger down on the lower string or the higher string if you're coming down. So in that case, if you isolate these three notes, you're really getting a sense of balance. And you might think about that balance like a seesaw. If I press the string down, that's like a person sitting on one side of the seesaw. And if I move to the next string, I kind of want to let the third finger sit on the seesaw, and keeping that second finger still on the string. And then when you transfer the weight to the fourth finger, same thing, it maintains the weight. The other fingers do not press any longer. I'm trying to give you a view so you can see that. So when you practice those three note scales, you can really work on balance and intonation. So play with me, three note scales, and we'll define them as either major or minor. And as you may know, that rock and roll is an example of using the 1, 4, and 5 chord for most of their harmonies. And the 1, 4, and 5 are all major tonalities. They all begin with, if you were to start on those scale degrees in any particular key, they are two whole steps in a row. So at any rate, let's find our D. We're going to call out the keys. Three note scale starting on D, D major. We'll play it ascending and descending. One more time. First ascending, then descending. Play with me. 1, 2, ready, go. E minor. I'm going to do that one again and make sure I really prepare the next, just while I'm playing 4, I think of a subdivision. On the second note of those subdivisions, I'm preparing the 1, so on the 4th finger. Ba, the 1 is ready, getting ready on that second subdivision. So start again, and I won't stop this time. Play along. D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G major, A major, B minor, C sharp minor, D major. Continuing from here, let's do it up and down on each one. Continuing the second octave. 1, 2, 1 on the A string. My mistake. So start there, and we'll do on each scale degree, we're going to do 3-note scales, ascending and descending. Ready, go. Okay, we ended on the relative minor, right? La, ti, do, and now we've played up to the key. Let's do it one time coming down, this time just descending from each scale degree. From the top of the scale, 1, 2, ready, go. Thanks for practicing with me. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this.